y'all want to ride some of the coolest bikes around, Just Us e-bikes. Check out these cool, fast beach cruisers. We've got many styles, colors, sizes, men's, women's, you name it, we got it. The best looking bikes around. Check us out, justusebikes.com.
Wow. Welcome to Tuesday Night Hangouts. How's everybody doing tonight? Shane may or may not have worked 2 nights in a row of overtime and have one more to do tomorrow. Sucks to be me.
Yep.
Anyways, we are fresh off of the Seven Oaks Flight Park fly-in this past weekend, and we are going to get to that here shortly. Before I introduce everybody, I just want to say happy anniversary eve to my beautiful wife. Tomorrow will be 33 years from our first date. And if you're wondering what was going on 33 years ago, I took her to the movies.
It wasn't that far.
31.
What?
31.
Oh, you better
like
get it
33.
right.
It felt like 33. She couldn't just accept it and just let it go. But welcome to my life. Anyways, I was so happy to take her off to this first date to the movies, and we watched Demolition Man. And then afterwards, we played pool, where she put a lot of balls and a lot of holes. And then
Second pool. Oh, you're being okay. Sorry.
Anyways, happy anniversary eve. Tomorrow morning you will get to wake up next to all of this. And I would just like to say you're welcome.
Next to all of this.
All of this. Mr. Will Fly, how are we doing, sir?
I'm doing good. I started off, we're talking about, and I know you're going to go around the panel, but just real quick. Does that sound familiar? Mr. Dana says he's scratching skeeter bites.
Yep.
Oh,
For sure.
Mosquitoes there at Seven Oaks. So yeah, had a good time and glad to be here Tuesday nights. My favorite Tuesday night podcast. I wouldn't miss it for the world.
And Mr. Nick Justice, how are you doing today?
All good. Still kicking. Broke parts and all. We're going to make it.
Miss Krista, let's talk about your broke parts.
I'm good.
I'm good.
All right, so let's talk about the Seven Oaks Flight Park fly-in. I will say one thing and one thing only. I was absolutely impressed with, as soon as you pulled in, the host, Larry, came right on over, said, let me show you where to park or whatever. But of course, you know, 3 of us on this panel were hell-bent and determined to camp next to each other. So we kind of pretty much just like, we got this. So we had Will Fly show up. What Will, when did you
Friday
night?
Oh,
Friday
Thursday.
night.
Was it
Thursday.
Krista? Stop talking. Yes. Thursday, not Friday. What's wrong
In the
with
middle
you?
of the night.
8
In the
o'clock.
middle of the night.
In the middle of the night.
That is pretty much middle of the night for Will. And then
Sorry, Will.
That's all right.
now we had everything set up. I don't know if anybody's got a picture of the campground area that we were all together at, but I was in a hammock, just like Virginia. Enjoyed it. It was
Better.
50,
Cooler weather.
yeah, a little cooler than Virginia last month, and slept like a rock, dude. I was actually pretty scared, if you will. The mosquitoes, when you show up at noon, middle of the day, and the mosquitoes are as bad at noon as midnight in Florida in the swamp, it's a little scary that I did not bring my bug screen. But ironically, as soon as the sun went down, maybe an hour after the sun went down, they all disappeared. It really was not that bad.
And bats came out, you said?
Yeah, there was a couple bats. But I absolutely had a fantastic time. I did leave early to come home, take care of my wife.
I'm so needy.
Yeah, thanks for saying goodbye, by the way.
I wasn't gonna wait till 4 o'clock in the afternoon for you to wake up from the night
Dude.
before.
Dude,
I did.
Ever heard of text messaging?
What are you doing in your van? What
None
are
of your
you
business.
doing all day long? Will shows up when there's food's done, and then he disappears.
Ha,
And when food's
that's
done,
funny.
he shows up. I'm like, what is he doing in the van all day? Do you have like full on like internet access there or what?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, he
Matter
doesn't
of
do
fact.
video.
I sure do.
Well,
As long as
I
I
did-
got cellular service, I got internet.
So I got there Thursday night or Thursday midday at noon, and then that evening was not really comfortable for me to fly. So did we?
I did brief.
Okay, so Thursday night I did not fly. I did not fly Friday morning, but I flew Friday afternoon. Is that right, or is that Thursday afternoon? When did I fly?
I don't know.
Me neither.
Uh,
I flew one
You
day.
flew Thursday because you told me you'd already flown.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Thursday.
I will tell you the area is absolutely gorgeous.
That's
it
right.
was
You texted.
it was really nice to get up in the air. I can now mark off another state that I have now flown, and for those states out west, never going to happen. But I did enjoy. Oh, did you guys see my new fireplace? I mean, Krista's new fireplace. I just had to put it in.
You had help.
She
Nice.
helped.
she helped.
Nice.
She did it.
Oh,
Krista
did you see
put
the floating? Did you see the floating shelves with the underlighting? Oh yeah, Krista helped.
Krista probably did it.
Oh,
Yeah.
did you see the shiplap and the paint? Krista helped.
Them lights are working because Krista keeps them charged.
Actually, I've charged them only one time, and I'll tell you why I even had to charge them. So it has a standby. You can either turn them off or turn them on standby, and then use the remote. And I left them on standby for like 2 days, and when I went to turn them back on, I was like, they're not as bright as they should be. So I charged them up, which isn't that hard. You just got to find 6 blocks or 6 USBs or
Yeah.
like to charge them all at the same time. I'm like, dude, this is kind of, I do like them. But I'm just waiting. This is this
Wow.
65-inch TV.
Sure.
We're waiting for Black Friday so I can get my 86-inch television to go there. Because now my fireplace makes my TV look small.
Where's your level?
Oh no, screw that. Mark McElroy said with the fireplace there, it makes everything level out.
Yeah, especially when you cut the picture off at the top. I mean, so you
Yeah,
get,
let's get your picture.
it looks
Yeah.
level to me.
Yeah, don't worry about that. You just
Krista, you
mind your
need to turn
business.
your camera down.
Yeah.
Come on down. She's turning it down. There you go. There you go.
Hey, Scuba's in the house. Oh, I got a bone to pick with Scuba.
Uh-oh. Oh, you
They
mean
say
how
not,
he,
to, say not to air your dirty laundry out, on national television, but I'm gonna do it.
You're gonna do it?
I got a bill in the mail today.
What?
A freaking bill in the mail today from something called Drive ERT, and something about downtown Tunnel East and downtown Tunnel West, $6.77 each.
golly.
What the heck is that, man?
Did you not stop and pay the toll?
Yeah, of course I did. No, that's different. That was like what, $20 or whatever to go through that.
Yeah,
So
that was like
apparently for Soar the Shore, I'm on the monthly payment plan. I don't know. Wonder what's coming in my mailbox next month.
Oh shit.
Yeah, man. So hey, you laugh, but you might just be getting one of these bad.
No,
I'm
boys
I
right here.
don't-
gonna check in the mail.
I don't check the mail, so I won't be getting one of those.
Dang.
Scuba, it said downtown tunnel. Which way did I go? I went the way that it told me to go. And
Oh.
from what I remember, I thought I just got off, the bridge or that long bridge, and it just felt like I went straight. But anyways, it is what it is. You're
So
not a rich man trying to take my money.
Yep.
oh shit. I didn't plan on Larry being here, but Larry just said, "Hey, you didn't send me the link." I will send you the link.
So that's Norfolk. Munchkin says that's Norfolk. Well, I mean, I tell you what, they didn't say toll ahead or anything like that. I mean,
Right.
it wouldn't have mattered. I'd have still paid it, but I don't like surprises like that either.
No.
Yeah, Shane was a little scared. He's like, check the mail, make sure.
I don't want to be riding through.
Oh no, it was more like the camera. We're all gone. Oh, okay.
But they got a picture of my license tag and everything, and me picking my nose, and the whole show works.
That's what yeah.
It's definitely me.
Hey, speaking of those camera shots on your tag, I went through Texas pulling my enclosed car trailer. The back of it is wrapped like one of our cars that we used to take around and show. And it took a picture of the car tag and sent my boss a bill because it was his car tag on the back of the trailer. They didn't get
Nice.
the trailer tag.
Oh,
He said, "Man, when did I go to Texas?" I was like, "I don't know.
yeah, how should I know?
I'll tell you. I got a picture of it right there."
Yeah.
Krista, watch the mail, bro. I don't want to be
Yeah.
getting a warrant out for my arrest
I
because
have been. You check the mail today. He lies. He checks it every day. Oh, bye, Will.
Will left.
Thanks, Angela.
Will flies back.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is not the response you get if he goes into his van. You have to come
No.
back hours later.
Oh, I made the
Will.
mistake of knocking on the thing. Thank God he locked the door because I knocked. Then I heard him say something, so I went to open, and he locked it. We don't want to say what else was happening.
I'm downstairs.
Yeah.
What up?
I will tell you the greatest thing that all right, so that's Daddy Dutch, by the way. So I do like to pull pranks every now and then. And my good friend Mark McElroy, who absolutely is a freaking awesome person.
I do believe he's their friend too.
No, I didn't. I'm just speaking on behalf of myself because this story's about me.
Sorry.
Do you want to make it another 31? You better. Mark let me shower in his camper,
Oh, yeah.
and I heard when I got in the shower, I got out of the shower and I was drying off, minding my own business. Well, I heard Mark and Brian Haybellwaller having a conversation. So I thought it would be a really good time to turn my back and open up the bathroom door and be butt naked. And both of them tried to P. Diddy me. I'm just.
Here we go.
I'm telling the story because neither one of them are on the show, so they can't defend themselves.
Mark's in
And
the chat.
Mark's in here.
I'll delete all of his messages.
Oh.
It was hysterical.
What was the reactions for real besides the P. Diddy part?
Somebody yelled my eyes, and then yelled, "I'll never get that out of my eye or out of my brain." And then I think G Money yelled, "Yabba dabba doo."
Somebody was
Mark,
clawing
his
it off the side of the camper.
He was using those SOS scrubbers to try to,
Yeah.
get it off his retina. Poor guy.
I had no baby oil on my hands, just somewhere else, Angela.
What?
I'm just reading the Angela's chat here. I'll put it on the thingy there for you. Now, I will tell you, and I've noticed this before, but I never really mentioned it. So I'm listening to all of us in the group kind of just bust on each other the entire time. Like we're just picking, no matter what you say, someone's going to flip it and just make a joke about it. And I sat there and I was like, if I was to sit here and express how much I appreciate and care for each individual one of these people, for example, I'd go up to Will and like, Will, I greatly appreciate your friendship. You know, you're a great guy. I love our friendship. I think it's awesome. What I would get in return is, oh, I think you're really friend. I think I love you. And
He was all happy about his positive comment.
I'm just saying,
I was like,
hypothetical.
What would you say
what would I say?
if he said that?
He would punch me in the balls.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'd say, that's kind of gay, but thank you very much.
Okay.
A lot of feelings there, but no. In all seriousness, I would say, yeah, no, the feeling's mutual, Shane. Cool deal. Thank you.
See, that's
After he drank 17 Dairy Queen Blizzards.
There was no Dairy Queen close.
Oh, there wasn't much and nothing close. Oh, wait. Oh.
How was IGA?
I did not go to IGA. I ended up going to a Food Line.
Where the hell did you find that? Because the
On
IGA,
my way. On my way.
Listen, the IGA was rough.
Was it?
Oh, it was rough.
I haven't heard this story. First of all, I can say it took about 2 hours for them to even like get in the car to go to the store.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Waylon
being
was
generous.
like, "You ready in 5-10 minutes?" I'm like, "Oh yeah." And then I watched him do the slowest Daytona 500-foot circle walk
Oh yeah, 'cause
as he was on the phone, and it was just brr, brr. And I was just like, an hour later, I'm still standing there going, "I'm here," because if
wait, I called, and then what did you do?
I don't know. Oh yeah. So after Waylon got off the phone, and then Krista called me, and then right in front of Waylon, I started doing these really tight, small little circles. And he's like looking at me, and then he realizes, oh crap, he's making fun of me. Which again, no one is safe in the group. I don't care if you're part of it, you think you are, or you're just standing near it, you're gonna get made fun of.
Yeah.
Nick's like,
I'll tell you something, Shane. Every single little, because basically the show is a big roast. It just does.
Yes.
Yes.
Fly-ins are
I
too.
catalog and maintain every single little burn that I get, and I save it up and save it up and save it up, and it's coming.
all
It's
right.
coming.
I'm excited.
No, I try to let it out a little at a time because otherwise you explode on somebody, and it's terrible. But back on the you waiting for Waylon to get through with this phone call.
Yes.
Before you left, Todd Falstad pulled up, and they were going to the grocery store. I think it was him and Ripa, and I don't remember who else. But I said, "Yeah, can you pick me up some ice cream?" Those guys went to the grocery store, came back with the ice cream, and you were still freaking there. That's why when I walked in, I said, "Are you still here?"
Listen,
Still there.
I said I wanted to go. He said he would take me and Rachel, and Waylon. By the way, not that she ever watches the show, but Rachel is now blonde-ish.
Yeah. And
I like
she's lost a lot of weight too. I don't know if you
Yeah.
know.
But I'm not worried about that. I'm just saying, big fan of blondes. But
This is my real hair color down here, guys.
oh yeah,
So you know.
And what's your shirt say?
Nothing.
Nothing.
oh my God, why? Okay, I'm gonna have to do it this way.
Mark's asking who finished that ocean. What's that mean?
Who finished the ocean?
I don't know. I left some ice cream there in his freezer, and he sent me a picture of it on my way home with an empty container. So, I asked him too. I said, "Hey, man, you want some ice cream?" No. But as soon as I left, boom, out came the spoon. No bowl, no dish, just right out of the freaking container.
That's how he eats it.
Yeah, I'm the only one that eats it. So why the hell do I want to waste dirty in a bowl?
To give me dirty dishes. That's very thoughtful. Thank you.
Oh, actually, that is true. Even when I cook, I try to reuse so I don't want to give her a bunch of dishes and stuff, even though I'm giving her so much enjoyment with full flavor, great tasting food. It doesn't mean that each one of those great flavors and that great food has to come with a dirty dish. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I get it. I mean, there's a kind of a limit. I wouldn't do that if it was a brand new ice cream container. It has to be like halfway down.
I'm the only one.
But are you the only one eating it?
If I'm the only, it's at my house.
No. I mean, only if I'm the only one eating it, and I know I'm going to finish it up. Yeah.
No, I just started that only because
I don't eat it.
you know what?
Eat it.
Yeah, if you have no idea where my mouth has been, so
She has an idea.
Mint chocolate chip, I can't stand. So
neither can my daughter. She says it's like eating toothpaste. I freaking love it.
That's funny you brought that up. I went to Cookout the other day, went through the drive-through, and I ordered an Oreo Blizzard and a double tray, whatever, double fries. And as I get up there, just before I pull off, the guy says, "Hey, we have one of these mint, what you just said,
mint chocolate chip.
Yeah, mint chocolate, whatever shakes.
Chip.
Or do you want it?" I'm like, "Yeah."
So,
but
ice cream.
It was pretty good. A surprise. I liked it.
Speaking of surprise.
Surprise.
Larry, we can't see all of your face. You look great.
What's up, guys?
All right. So for those in the chat who don't know Larry is the owner and the proud recipient to all of us that showed up at Seven Oaks Flight Park for this last fly-in, or this first fly-in. And it's not the last fly-in.
It's his inaugural fly-in. I'm probably saying that word wrong.
I don't know what kind of Spanish you're talking over there, but we don't know.
He knows. Go ahead.
So, Larry, what was your thoughts on the outcome?
Shocking. I expected. I kind of had in my mind the number 25 for maybe a matrix for success. 25 people show up. We had 55.
Awesome.
So I don't mind being wrong like that. So I think everybody had a great time. We did have a few little issues. Things will work out in the future. We didn't have any injuries. It's a fly-in. You did get to hear a few broken props and some lines snapped, and that's pretty standard. I got to say, though, I was so impressed with the community of people that showed up, how nice they were, how I hate to use the word behaved, but just everybody. I know.
How about respectful?
I'll use that word. Yeah. Thank you. It's a much better word than behaved. Just everybody was just great about everything that we did. They were very thankful, and I posted online. I mean, this was just amazing. I've run a lot of skydiving operations, and I've cleaned beer cans off the roof on Monday morning. Yeah, I rode the golf cart around the property, and I couldn't come up with a handful of things that were left on the ground. It was just amazing, and it's so appreciative. I'm so appreciative that people respected the situation like that, and and I think everybody had a blast. I didn't hear one thing that was derogatory, and everybody said they'd be back. So hopefully that's what will happen.
I will be back, but there's somebody in the chat that I did the exact same thing to. It's called an Irish goodbye. Munchkin, don't feel bad because I didn't say bye to Larry. I packed up my tent or my hammock and all my belongings and left on Saturday.
Yeah. And, I tried catching up with people, and on Sunday, the weather kind of turned on us. And so I went down to the end of the lane as people were leaving and kind of guided them out of there with their campers and whatnot, and tried to catch everybody on Sunday and say thanks and goodbye. And, but it was just a great situation. I think everybody got fed. Everybody got some good flights in, except me.
Oh, I'm sorry, Larry.
Hey, when you're running a fly-in,
that's true.
You don't get to fly.
Yeah, dude, I was putting out fires right and left. And, helping people with equipment issues and making sure somebody didn't get hurt when you see an airbox go flipping in through the air, and botched takeoffs. I heard about some botched landings. I didn't see them, but it's a fly-in. Those things happen,
Yep.
So There's always going to be little fires to put out.
Always.
So let me share this here real quick. It's most important from left to right, but this is a picture.
Of course.
A picture, the group picture that was taken. What was that? Friday, Saturday, Saturday.
Did Cat go?
Hold on. There you go. Now look
Isn't
at
that
it.
great?
Right.
My dad.
Yes,
It's left to right.
Yeah, my
Yeah,
dad was
Paul
smart.
said there's Dana.
Look, Will. Where's
There-
Nick Justice?
There's Daryl.
I think he left.
Justice is not in the shot. Neither are you, Shane.
Listen, I didn't want to make it a perfect picture. Okay.
Yeah.
There's Ripa. I don't know who else am I missing here.
John Ambrosius wasn't in there.
Well, yeah, and then all the way at the end, I don't know what it is, but every time Mark is in a group picture, it always looks like he's been photoshopped in.
Did you Photoshop him?
Is he 17 foot tall? No.
Did you,
No.
Will?
No, he was.
No,
there.
he's not photoshopped in. That's the real
Oh.
deal there.
Wow.
They said all pilots to the inside, ex-pilots on the outside.
Yeah. No longer part of the group.
Yeah.
This
Where's
is
where's
kind
Susan
of hard to
Ray?
see her, but Yubby is in there. And
Where's
there's
Susan
Red
Ray?
and Brian
Hold on.
Waller.
Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, I touched. Sorry.
Okay, hold on.
And
I did
there's,
see-
Nick LaBeouf.
I seen Susan
Oh,
Ray
yeah.
earlier.
Oh, Melissa. Okay.
Where's Susan
Where
Ray?
is Susan?
She's in there. I saw her earlier.
I think we had just about everybody. There were
Um,
a couple stragglers. That's okay.
Susan and
That's
Kevin.
awesome.
I don't
Yep.
see them.
I could have sworn I seen them.
Huh.
That would be Jeff and Rachel should be in there.
Well, there's Rachel, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, right there's Jeff.
Oh, okay. Right next to. Oh, that's Jeff.
Here's
Right
Jeff.
next to Will.
Right here's Jeff.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
Okay. Sorry, it's really.
Yeah,
small.
I don't
Oh,
see. Oh, I think they left. Yeah, I think they left before we got around to the
Oh,
photo.
Nick Griffin.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm sorry.
Right there's Jeff.
Oh, is that?
What are you
Jeff
doing?
is right
No,
right
that's Whoopi.
there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then Rachel's in the yellow shirt. Is she
In
not?
the yellow shirt, right
yeah.
next to you, behind you.
Yep.
Sorry, I just blew the picture up.
Yeah,
I
and
didn't
there's
know.
Larry.
I think it's cool we got dogs in there too. I mean, that's part of the family, right?
It is.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And there were like 1, 2, 3, 4. Aren't there some dachshunds in here? Karen had some
Yeah.
dachshunds.
Oh yeah,
got
Karen
two
Close
dogs.
was there.
Yeah.
I think that's cool.
Is it Fritz or Hans or Fritz? Klaus.
Wow.
Shepherd.
Yeah,
The
Wow.
German Shepherd. Yes.
Yeah.
Karen had Maui and Dottie.
Maui and Dottie.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do you
That was
have
a
any
good
breeds
turnout.
do you have any breeds that you're against?
What's that?
Me?
Any dog breeds you're against there, Larry?
No, not really. Not
Okay.
really. I mean, I've got three wiener dogs, and they're insane, but I love them,
No, I have a Rottweiler. Is the only reason I'm asking.
Yeah. No,
He's a sweetheart.
I think
Y'all
it was
back me
cool.
up.
I think it was cool having dogs running around. I mean, we're dog friendly here. Bring them.
Yeah.
And everybody cleaned up after their dogs, and I was very appreciative of that.
Yeah, we do. We do.
Yeah.
I-
So it wasn't a big deal. That was cool. That was very cool. So it sounded like everybody made it home okay. I didn't hear of any issues. So
Only when I got home.
yeah.
Uh,
Do you know what? I totally forgot that you guys were doing this. I didn't realize it was Tuesday, man. I am so wiped out.
You know how many hundreds of thousands of people forget Tuesday night?
Oh
We're
my
used to
God,
it.
man. I was just so thrashed from the weekend, and we cleaned everything up Sunday, and I mean, it looks like nobody has ever been here before. It's amazing. I mean, we just got everything cleaned up, put away, done, and that way it was over with. My girlfriend went back to work at 5 a.m. Monday morning. I mean, wow. Yeah, rough.
So, what are the mosquitoes feeding on right now?
I'd like to try and teach them how to feed on the ants, that would be good.
I did get in some of those right from the get go. I set my hammock up and got around a tree and got into some fire ants. It wasn't bad. I'm from Florida, so I'm used to it.
Well, these little ants here, man, by the time you realize you're in them, the pain is pretty rough, you know.
Larry, I do have a really good joke. I've said it 100,000 times on this show.
Okay.
Do you know what's worse than ants in your pants?
Uncles?
An uncle. Correct.
Oh, I got
Correctamundo.
I got you on that one.
He knew it.
Mark said it really helped to have the dumpster.
Yes,
we happen to fly-ins that don't have dumpsters.
Yeah.
Correct.
You know, that was the other thing too. When everybody left, they bagged up their trash. It was easy for me with the pickup truck. I just took it all down to the dumpster. That was all good. The porta johns didn't get abused, you know, which is nice. I mean, almost everybody had their own bathrooms, you know, except, you know, some people camping like you, Shane. But
hey, speaking of,
yeah,
everyone, no one had a problem finding the water spigot that you pointed out, except for one guy.
Okay.
That guy was an idiot.
Who was
okay.
Me.
Oh.
Yeah. What did he look like?
Sexy.
Oh, that was rhetorical. That was rhetorical.
Yeah, Larry's like, I pull in, he comes over and he's like, oh yeah, you need water? Go to the end of the trees. It's on the right. Well,
yeah,
I'm driving, I pass the trees and I see the house.
Over the house.
So I keep going, and then I see on the side of a lean-to is an outlet or a spigot. So I'm like, this must be it. I'm about 7 gallons into filling my 55-gallon drum up, and he's like, "Did you not see the spigot way over there?" And I was like, "Clearly not. I need. I am never trust a skinny chef, Shane. I need my own spigot. I need my private spigot."
That's okay. Well, we only had one spigot issue all weekend, thankfully.
Yeah, just one.
Good job.
And that's why I left Saturday. He's like, I've really thought about this. You're kind of dumb. You gotta go.
Gotta go.
John, man, what in the world are you eating for dinner?
What am I eating for dinner?
No, John.
Oh,
John
no.
Wayne has 13 pills, so he's not going to leave any room for dessert.
No doubt.
No ice cream?
Larry, any plans March 6th through the 9th to be in Florida, Central Florida?
I just saw it on here at the bottom. I'll be there.
It is actually it's on Facebook. Yes? No? Maybe?
Yes.
Did I?
Maybe.
I should have set that up.
Yes, he just said yes, Angela.
Is that the weekend of the time change? Should be somewhere around there. I'll be there.
Yeah, actually, Larry, if you type in Flight for Gauge, the 3rd annual fly-in, it'll pop up on Facebook.
GAIGE. Sorry.
Yeah, it's on a scroll on the bottom of the screen here. So
yeah. It's GAIGE. My wife did not want to. She wanted to stand out with his name, so she added an I.
Thank you.
Cool. Yeah. We'll be down, man. We'll be down. Absolutely.
She said the same thing with her life, so she added an I. I mean me to her. We are. I don't know if you heard earlier, but tomorrow is our 31st anniversary of our first date.
Wow.
Now you know I can't follow directions.
Yeah.
No.
Could you please come and supervise him next time?
Yeah.
I know. Yeah.
Krista? When
you missed out on a good weekend.
I know. And well, if we have these mutts that we have.
Yeah, there's not going to be a 115-pound Rottweiler sharing a hammock with me.
No. Char? No.
Although I could have just thrown them in the McElroy's mansion, and
God,
that would have been fine. And Mark was complaining from time to time about G Money, which is the president of all rich dogs, and how she was taking up some of the bed. Well, he has never had a 115-pound Rottweiler think he needs to be there too, and doesn't mind to be covered up. Matter of fact, requests to be covered up.
And his own pillow.
So
that's funny. So how
And
was
then-
the hammock? I forgot to ask you.
Oh, it's amazing.
We
We hammock camp all the time. I know.
he's not talking about your experiences. He's asking me.
Okay, go ahead with your dog.
Well, it wasn't that cold. I mean, it was like, I think it was 55 or something, but you're in the trees. You didn't get any dew on you, did you?
No. I with the rain fly and everything, it kind of keeps most of that off of us.
Good.
But yeah, we hammock camp several times a year.
Good.
So I slept like I always do. I sleep really well in a hammock. It never is a problem for me. I do have a good time.
Good.
And when my wife is willing to go year after year, several times to go hammock camping, for me, that's a win every time.
Yeah. Cool. Well, we have plenty of trees for it.
Oh yes, there are. Now here's the, okay, for those who have never been there, I will tell you all of your camping parking areas are under trees, pine trees.
Yeah.
So during the day, if it does get up to whatever temperature, you're in the shade all day long.
Yeah, it's kind of nice. And we're gonna, I'm gonna strategically go through that forest and remove some trees so I can open up even more camping spots. It might be a little tighter with people, but I think I can get in another 10 or 12 campers at least, maybe as many as 15 or 16 more, and it just make it just everybody will get an opportunity to get into the trees, and I think it'll be a little more comfortable.
Well, because I like to point this out for a friend of mine who doesn't get as good a gas mileage in his truck that I do. It is 372 miles from my house to your place.
Okay.
I drove there and all the way to the north end of, or back to north end of Daytona before I got fuel again.
Wow.
So just at 600 miles or just under 600 miles, I got fuel again for the first time.
You weren't towing anything though.
Yeah, exactly. even the guy that we're talking about doesn't tow anything. He's like, I'm getting 4 miles to the gallon.
Ooh, brutal.
All right, he gets 7.5. Whatever.
Did we answer Scuba's question?
Go.
What does he want to know? Which part?
Oh.
He just wants to know what. Oh wait. What? Oh. I'm sorry. I was thinking that was you, Larry. So it wasn't what Larry. Larry, what did you do in the past?
Me, I'm I'm on about my 14th career, I think. I started out in the military at 20. Did 9 years in the military, active duty Air Force, aircraft mechanic.
Thank you for your service.
Yes.
Thank you. 6 years full-time National Guard. I ran a skydiving school for 12 years. Commercial pilot from had commercial pilot rating from the 80s, but actually flew commercially and flew air ambulance up until 2022, and then retired. So since I was 20, something to do with aviation, which means I've almost always been broke, but pretty happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So sorry, when I read that, I just assumed it was like a guest type question. So feel free if you wanted to share with Nick, you can. But I was thinking that was for Larry.
Yeah.
Hey, Larry,
a little bit of everything in between. I mean, I've worked as a janitor at a movie theater. I've mucked out stalls on a ranch. I've done
Well-rounded.
Crawled under buildings and done insulation. Just about every crappy job there is, and some really cool jobs where I got to wear nice clothes and stay at the Hilton, and flying rich people around, and a little bit of everything.
So, Larry, quick question: did you find out? We've had a couple props break, a line snap, this and that.
Yeah.
Is there anybody that you heard of that did not properly pre-flight their gear and in midair maybe burn a hole in their piston?
I think there were about 5 or 6 people who did that, weren't there?
I think I've seen a picture of a hole in a piston, but But I don't know if you saw my suggestion. Put some JB weld in it, make an ashtray.
That's what I'm saying. It could get used for something.
I mean,
All right.
not one of us amongst us has ever made a mistake and missed something on a pre-flight or done something goofy or dumb or silly. I mean, I've never broken
the
7
same
props.
thing. I do the same thing every time, though. I reach up there and I grab it and turn it, and if it won't turn, it's good.
Yeah.
And then about once a month, I'll check it with a wrench, and I just didn't check it.
Yeah.
And I flew for over an hour before it let loose.
Shit. Well, you know what? I mean, before I drag mine out next time, I haven't checked mine in a long time, but I'm going to put a little.
There was 4 or 5 comments in there about people said, I'm going to go check mine right now. And they all come back and said they're all loose.
Yep. Not a surprise.
All right. So Nick, can you explain what happened?
So me and Brian took off and flew around the south end of the runway for about 30 or 40 minutes and come back. We were going to go the other direction and see what was there. We were 50 minutes into a flight. I climbed up about 800 feet and it sputtered one time. So I let out and it instantly cleared up. I flew about another 15 minutes and it did it one more time. And then it just exploded in a loud sound. So I stowed the brakes and I was like, well, surely it ain't out of fuel. And I reached back and grabbed the pull start. I about slung myself out when I pulled it because it didn't have no compression.
No compression.
Man, I wasn't ready for that. I made it back to the LZ, so it was all good.
Yeah. Well,
so you didn't land in a soybean field.
So what exactly happened for those who don't know?
Wow.
So what happens is it runs lean when the spark plug starts backing out, sucking more air in, and it's making it run lean. So it ran really lean.
So your piston starts singing, "This girl is on fire."
That hole, you can stick your pinky through it. It's huge.
Yeah, it looks like it is.
Your pinky through it.
It's better ventilation for the piston, though.
Oh, it's good ventilation. It melted the bearing on the wrist pin. There was nothing left of it.
Man, that you would think if that motor was giving you some kind of signal to stop, and you just kept on going, with the sputter, and then
nothing. It gave them nothing.
It gave
nothing.
No, that's our anniversary tomorrow. You're getting nothing.
No, nothing, man.
Well, all the parts will be here tomorrow. I've ordered everything to fix it with, so everything looks like it's
to replace the jug.
I didn't, and it really didn't even need to be honed out, but I went ahead and did it anyway.
So you went to did you go up to a? Okay, so we do have a question about your piston size, because I don't care who you are, there is an A stamped in it with a B over top of it.
Correct.
So for those, when you pull your cap off of the top of your motor, and you clean up the piston head, it'll have A, B, or C, and then numbers under it. They double stamped that particular piston head with an A and a B. So did we figure out exactly what that was originally, or?
It's original. It's an A. I don't know how it's stamped. Got double stamped, but everything else is A. The jug is A, and the top of the head says A on it, which is kind of weird. I don't know what that matters, but all apart, they're all in A. But the piston somehow got stamped twice, but it's never been apart. I bought it new.
I want to see if I have. Oh,
we don't. I mean, I don't know if you guys realize, but the parts that we purchase when we have situations like that are so much cheaper than certificated aircraft parts. I mean, if I have a piston go bad in my airplane or a cylinder, I'm looking at a couple grand minimum for used stuff to get rebuilt. And cylinders or pistons, you can't get them rebuilt, especially if they got a hole burn in them or something like that. But even cylinders, couple grand to get a cylinder honed and new parts put in. Obviously, it's a lot different than a two-stroke, but Yeah, I rebuilt a Polini or something a couple years ago, and I don't know if it cost me $150, which is really nice.
Oh yeah.
Really nice. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, real quick, Will, I just sent you the photo that I took of the piston. Can you put it
Yeah,
on
I
the
see
big?
it.
Can you share that on the big screen and let everybody in there see what we're talking about with the AB? Angela, that's paramotor crazy. That is not the trike flyer. That is
Yeah,
Dave
David,
Wolf.
that was an accident, man. So sorry about that.
Hey, Dave.
Yeah, and I noticed in Rick Davies' video of the one he just put out for the competition that he had at Wachula, that he put that Dave Wolf is from Florida. Like, I'm sorry. Enough of this crap of these Northerners coming out and screwing up my state with their crap. But
Ask me where I'm from.
you're from Ohio. I don't have to ask you. I know you don't say I'm from Florida. No, I'm from Ohio.
I'm not a Floridian.
I'm just saying, Dave Wolf, you Ohioan all the way.
I'm a Floridian.
Me
Yes.
too.
Nick,
Bama.
Bama, Larry.
Born in Tennessee.
I've got
raised in Ohio.
that photo here. That
So
I
you're
can
from
share.
Tennessee.
No,
Ohio's
raised
great,
in
though.
Ohio.
Hey,
What part?
doesn't it?
Eastern.
Didn't someone say that was an A? I swore that was an A when I saw it. But
No. I agree with you. It's if you look at the bottom. If you look at
here, right?
If you look at the bottom of the B, it will have the two legs pointed, the points coming out of the bottom of the B.
I don't know what I'm looking at.
That is a double stamp. I don't care who you're. I can see an A and a B in that photo.
I see absolutely nothing but gibberish.
We also seen your husband. Clearly, you don't have good eyesight.
Oh,
All right, let me rotate it. Might make it easier to see.
There we go.
So
looks like a
yeah, you
hieroglyphic.
see the A, and then yes, I do see the double stamp, and it's certainly confusing. Yeah. Okay, I got it.
No, depending on how the sunlight hit it, sometimes you can see a clear A, and then if you turn a little bit, you can see a clear B. It was 100% double stamped.
Oh, for sure. I thought I had a better picture of it.
Dave Wolf, what is Arcadia? I mean, I know what Arcadia is, but what's going on there?
Arcadia is the center of the universe, man. Everyone knows that.
It's also in Florida.
My preacher, when I lived in Florida, he was from Arcadia, and that's what he would always say. I'm from Arcadia, the center of the universe.
So you're saying your preacher would preach about being from Arcadia. Got it. Moving on.
Hey, Shane, but it does say 65.95. And when I looked it up, it is an A, and 65.96 is a B.
So you don't know what you got there.
You got a 65.95, right?
I got a 65.95, and it's an A, and that's what it says it is when you look at the number, regardless of the stamp.
Oh,
Okay.
Was that a monster?
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah. What the new piston cost you?
I bought everything for like clutch and all for $400 something.
Yes.
Really?
So if you're looking for an electric e-bike, sell e-bikes from Just Us e-bikes.
Yeah, I need to sell it to you.
He needs to sell a couple because man, if not, he's gonna start selling fans.
That's
Yeah.
right. I know.
But you can attest they're the best bikes around.
That's right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You can.
Oh yeah. I got almost. How many miles do I have on my
I
bike?
know.
700.
800.
Almost 800 miles on my bike.
800.
Wow, that's cool.
Are you going to go to Arcadia, Shane?
I'm waiting for Mr. Wolf to tell me what's going on there.
Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely done with Lions for the rest of the year.
Good Lord. It's like I'm not even a quarter of the way through the year.
Yeah. freaking October.
October. Oh yeah.
You know, your first flying better start in March though. March 6th through the 9th. Hardy
We'll see.
Lakes.
We'll see.
We'll see. Hey, you
Nice.
still like me, even if you don't like him.
Yeah, of course. Absolutely. Well, that's Shane's biking, riding. Mark McElroy is asking about
Oh,
riding
yes.
skills.
Well,
Now
you
it
see
comes
what
out.
happened was.
Hey,
Oh.
put that up. Put that up. Put that up. Okay.
All right,
Yeah,
so
you're not good.
So Brian Haybell Waller got on his Alabama bluish. What is the blue for?
It's his favorite color.
Okay,
This
he
is
got on
favorite
his custom blue color
Is it for
that
Auburn?
he got from justusebikes.com. And then Mark McElroy got on his e-bike from Just Us E-Bikes. I got on mine, and Nick got on his because Nick works at sells bikes from justusebikes.com. Each time I say that, I get $42, just so you know. Anyways, so oh yes. Dave Wolf, yes, I will be there. Yes. It's London fly-in.
Oh.
I'm sorry. Oh crap.
When is it?
This weekend coming or next weekend coming up.
Next weekend? Okay.
We'll have to do some Krista and I have to do some talking.
Yeah.
Anyways, so we're right. So Larry says there's a trail. Go down here, do this, go that. And we start riding. And we're riding along. Now everyone's gonna be totally shocked, but I was riding with a beer in my hand.
Very shocked.
I'm sorry. I was riding with a beverage.
A beverage.
In my hand. And I kind of got off the trail. Not because of the beverage, but because the trail went one way and Mark and I were. Anyways, long story
You're way
short.
off the trail.
So what had happened was a stick that I ran over grabbed a hold of the pedal on the justusebikes.com bicycle that I bought. And well, I had lost my balance. And then I started running. Well, I don't know if y'all have ever noticed, but my belly is kind of front heavy. So that put me heads over heels.
Wait, where's the bike?
Oh, that was left behind.
Okay.
He left it in the tree.
In the tree.
And then while I was running, not spilling a beer. Beverage. I ended up doing a full frontal roll. Still not spilling any of my beverage. And then I popped back up like a skinny, healthy, young man, not my age or my shape. Back up. Bloop.
So like 31 years ago?
Yeah. And then I walked back and got my bike. And then everybody said how they wish they had cameras. So it didn't get videotaped. Therefore, I don't know what you're talking about.
I think you didn't explain the whole thing.
So I need to add e-bike accidents to the waiver. Is that what you're saying?
Yep.
Absolutely.
No one got hurt. There was no damage to any equipment, and there definitely was no beverage spillage,
and no video evidence.
And so therefore, it didn't happen.
There was property damage. He knocked some limbs off that down tree.
The tree branch was already covered up by all of the pine needles that fell off years ago.
Which tree? I'll go fix it.
Which tree? Yeah.
Mark McElroy said he thought that I was on fire because I had stopped, dropped, and rolled.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't think you actually really do that when you're on fire, Mark. Speaking from someone who's actually experienced that. You just get up, run to your camper, and say, "I'm fine."
Yep. Meant to do that. Too funny.
Dave Wolf, I still like the Browns. I still cheer for him, man.
Do you?
Oh, he's the Browns? I'm a Bengals.
Are you do that when you take your underwear off?
I knew. Hold on, let me write that one down.
Well, your list has got to be really long.
It's long, yeah.
This is what I'm talking about. You need a terabyte car or notepad.
I love you, Will.
I love you too.
Hey,
oh my goodness.
Well,
don't write that down.
Whatever.
Yeah, so it was a fun fly-in, a fun event. And actually, I didn't fly the whole time I was there. Could have. I mean,
Really?
Yeah,
the water
hey, I
better weather.
planned on doing a flag flight on Sunday morning, and then things got busy, and we're cooking food, and the weather got crappy, and
Oh yeah, let's talk about the food. Holy crap! Let's talk about the generosity of Larry
well,
and the fly-in. No. Hold on. Hell no.
okay,
We're not.
okay,
We're not gonna brush this off like it
okay.
was.
I'm gonna
Mark.
let you wax poetic all you want on this.
Okay, so for dinner was Friday night, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so they had brisket. They had baked potatoes.
Oh, those are so good.
They're
Hold
good.
on. Hold
All
on.
of it.
So Larry's girlfriend,
Tony?
because she did not think that my baked potato was big enough, so she gave me another one a little smaller.
Well, she gave you two?
She just like,
I warned her about that.
well, and then they had sour cream, butter, and bacon bits. Like,
Not just any butter. This butter was like soft, melty. It was like ready to eat. I mean, it was good stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I was just like, holy crap. And the brisket, and then they had baked beans, and then they had chili.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, a couple people I was sitting next to, they're like, what is that? I'm like, chili. They're like, I didn't see that. I was like, sucks to be you.
Yeah.
And I ate it in front of them like I didn't care, because I didn't, because I was eating.
We gotta thank Todd Falstead for cooking the brisket.
That was some good brisket.
Adding that
good.
to our menu for that evening. That was his idea. And Joni worked up here at the house while I was doing things out in the field and kind of prepping things down that way. She did a lot of the cooking, and she did all the cooking. She did all the beans, baked potatoes, everything. She got all of that done while I was doing whatever I was doing down in that direction out in the field. And I have mentioned to her, I don't know, 2, 3, 4, 6 times so far since Sunday that I couldn't have gotten all of this done without her. She helped me clear the woods out. She helped me go get picnic tables, helped me move porta-johns, helped me with the food, moral support, and adult supervision. She was there.
Larry, I think at one point I actually saw her carrying you.
She may have.
She's just like
physically, or just metaphorically, I think.
I think if you got tired enough, she could carry you.
She probably could. She's a bad.
Yeah. You better get her a golf cart. I seen her walk in that field 3 or 4 times.
I know. I'm going to get a pink golf cart.
Yep.
No, she'll want a black one with flames. So she don't want a pink one. I can almost guarantee that. So don't be surprised to see a black one with flames next time. Yeah, I put about 100 miles on that golf cart this weekend.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I bet.
Yeah. Well, it's 1,000 feet from the house, clear down to the far end of the weeds or the woods down there. So, and I got little legs, so it's like dog years. If everybody else is walking half a mile, I'm walking 3/4 of a mile.
I will tell you that there are known facts that good women are named Joni.
Oh.
I say this because Mark McElroy's in here, and he might actually let Joni, his wife, hear this part. And I just want to. Eventually, Krista will be allowed at the McElroy mansion.
I doubt you'll ever be allowed at the.
I mean, you are welcome anytime. I just have to hide in the suitcase.
Yep.
Jesus,
maybe if it's raining.
The guy's been there 10 years, and I still have not been invited to it. I mean, I've been invited, but then all of a sudden, I got COVID, or the dog has fleas, so now you can't come because I don't want you to start itching.
He's had COVID like 8 times this year.
Yeah, 12 times.
Hey, Will, how many times have you been to the McElroy?
Yeah.
Twice.
Oh.
Nick, you been to McElroy Mansion?
No.
Brian has.
Brian actually is confused on where to send his Amazon package. He's been there that many times. Do I send it to Alabama or Georgia?
Yeah.
I was on my best behavior around Joni every time. Mark shows up and is like, Shane showed me his butt. and it was kind of like the song I Kissed a Girl and I Liked It, but it was I seen his butt and I liked it.
Yeah.
Oh, I do believe he probably said, if I'm going to pick who said what, he said, I'm never going to get that image out of my brain.
Yeah.
That was Mark.
And then 4:30 this morning, when his alarm clock went off, he said to me today on the phone that he saw a bright flash. And I said, you still can't get it out of your mind, can you?
I
Don't walk
still
towards
got
the light.
invited to go though.
But we'll see what his
Right.
therapist has to say about it, huh?
Yeah.
He did invite me to come over and fly, even though he don't fly.
I do.
Yeah, I
know.
thought that was cool. I mean, and he's a cool dude. I'd only met Todd in person, and I had met no one else before the weekend. And I feel like I got about 60 new friends, which is really cool. And it just gives me, I mean, it's just a really cool, the kind of paramotor community between the Carolinas, Georgia, Florida. The turnout was astonishing. It really was. I had no idea, man. We talked about this a week ago. You guys were saying something about, I think you think I'm going to be surprised. I thought maybe 30, 35. Yeah.
Well, we've been promoting it for how long, Shane?
8 minutes.
No,
yeah.
Will, you did a great job. Yeah, you did a great
Will's
job.
been doing it.
Now, Larry, I will tell you, there was a lot of comments when videos were posted or whatever. People are like, I never even heard about this. I didn't know about this. So
really?
100%, we have to do much better next year.
Okay.
But Will's got your back.
Which, by the way, is not going to be this time of year, correct? Next year?
Unknown at this point in time. It's only 2 days post event, and
yeah, right. When's the next one?
No,
Yeah.
I'm saying this time of year it will not be next year.
I follow you. Did you see the meme that Josh Cannon put together?
Negative, Ghost Rider.
I'll send it to you, but we can't publish it.
Oh well.
Well, I mean, it's pretty funny. But,
I will say you were very honest about the bugs.
Yes,
I
you were.
felt
You
were very clear.
She was itching all the way here in Florida.
I was like,
Oh,
and Shane said something. I said, he told you it was very buggy.
You got to bring a tennis racket, and I don't know. The bug spray is good, but man, you need a tennis racket to go with it. Those bugs are huge.
I think you need a baseball bat. You didn't need a tennis racket.
Oh man,
You're more like pterodactyls.
Shane, check your there you go.
I'm on it. I'm on it. Hold on. I hit.
Oh, that's nice.
That's
oh.
We can totally post that. We can totally post that.
Go ahead. I mean,
I'm gonna send it to
if
Will.
there's any
No.
Well, are you saying you don't want? Are you saying, Larry, you don't want to post it? Is that what you're saying?
I don't know how much crust there is on the shit pot, but I haven't heard anything.
Well, I will tell you this. I don't 100%. Not one person did anything wrong intentionally.
Correct.
And with that being said,
you also are a hunter.
I am a hunter, and yes, if I
I grew up hunting and trapping, fishing, so I get it.
No, if I drove 8 to 10 hours, whatever it is, and showed up and absolutely had my hunt ruined by some guys having fun, which you have two types of fun. You have hunters, and then you have paramotor pilots.
Right.
Neither one of them knew what was going to happen. Neither one of them knew that the other were there until it was too late. So,
right.
I see both sides. Yes,
I do too, hunter, man. I do too.
I would be hot.
I think what I don't know that we should focus on this, but it is an aspect of the situation, and that is, and I'll reiterate what you said. I believe 100% that anything that may or may not have occurred was unintentional, and nothing, it appears, was illegal.
Right,
so,
Charlie.
Okay.
Now I want to go back real quick and talk about the mosquitoes. I sprayed heavily to the point where the off was running down my arm, and I had 3 mosquitoes pull straws out and do lines off of that.
Yeah.
They weren't even affected.
So, you know, this, I don't know if I'll only tell you my experience. My neighbor lives back behind me. You know, he's got the same big mosquitoes, and he's driving his tractor around, and he's wearing this bright yellow, you know, that international yellow like they wear at construction sites or whatever. Mm-hmm. And I asked him, how come you're always wearing that when you ride the tractor? I mean, there's just us that live back here. I mean, you know, you're not whatever. And he says, because it repels the mosquitoes. And I said, well, bullshit, you know. And he says, no, you wear a long sleeve, you spray yourself, no mosquitoes. And I didn't really buy it. And last week, when I was doing a lot of the mowing out here and getting things prepped, you know, it was a little cooler. So I put that long sleeve shirt on. I sprayed it down with mosquito spray. I might have slapped 4 or 5 over a 4 or 5 hour period. And that's the truth. I can't believe it.
It was the bug spray was completely worthwhile. I mean, it worked for me 100%.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wish
the yellow shirt, man.
I wish I would have brought my Thermacell, which is a propane powered mosquito repeller.
Yeah, 2 or 3 friends were showing me theirs, and I had never seen one, and they are adamant that it works.
Yes, as long as the wind isn't blowing hard. If the wind is blowing hard, it's a waste of time. But if there's very little to no wind, you will not have you won't even hear a mosquito. Those chokers hit. I don't know what it is or why that thing works so well, but the Thermacells are. I hunt here in Florida during March.
Yeah.
And for turkey, and I can tell you right now, it is a game changer. It absolutely will keep them far, far away.
That's cool. So, well, to reiterate, man, I appreciate everybody showing up, being respectful, being safe. I saw some people helping other people that I would assume were newer or less experienced pilots. I take that to heart because there was a guy named Marty that helped me out 5 years ago. You know, he just he walked out, you know, at Salton Sea and said, you know, you're about this close to flying. Have you ever flown again? Flown before? I said, no, you know. And so I think I saw a few people like that over the weekend helping some of the newer folks and the less experienced. And I think that's one of the cool things about this particular sport that, you know, it doesn't really matter what the experience level is. You show up with gear, people are going to help you. If you bust a prop, somebody's probably got one. They'll either sell or borrow you. And
I know a guy.
I gave a guy a carburetor that had been sitting in my, you know, my junk pile for a long time, and he was able to strip some parts and make it through the rest of the fly-in, you know. So that's the kind of cool stuff I like to see.
Now, Larry, can you picture this 115-pound Rottweiler sleeping in the hammock?
Bring him.
By himself, because,
Yeah, bring him.
I don't know.
Oh, he's super nice. He is 100% a good boy.
I told the other guys to back me up. They said nothing.
On what?
Jack, they don't like you.
Oh, Jack's awesome.
Yeah.
He's good with other dogs. He don't care.
Yeah, bring him.
He thinks he's little.
But the problem is, where do I put him at nighttime?
We're not going to stay in hammocks if I'm going.
Oh. What?
And the conversation is, we have to have a bathroom.
They had a bathroom.
Uh-huh.
Larry has his own porta potties.
I know.
We had a bathroom.
And they didn't get abused.
No, let me tell you about that. Larry even put in a motion sensor light.
Oh.
When you're 6 foot tall, stand in front of the urinal and it comes on and it's eye level. It's a bit bright, just so you know.
I don't want you to be digging around for something small in the dark, man.
Oh, I had to dig around to put it back in because I couldn't see what I was doing. I was like, God dang, that light is bright. And then after that, I go in there with my head down, like, okay, here we go. And then it'll come on. I'm like, all right, we're good. No, I did appreciate. I 100% appreciated that motion light. I've never seen that before, and I thought that was an extra.
Man, I'm an innovator. What can I tell you? It's dark in there. Add a light.
Yeah, right.
But there's no way we can stay out in the open with the dogs.
I'm fully aware.
Okay.
Miss Krista.
That's like we can actually go in a hammock with these crazy.
We just let them run.
There's coyotes.
Oh, I did hear coyotes the
Did
first.
you?
I think it was the first time I heard them yelping, and then I realized I to a coyote I probably look like an overstuffed burrito hanging from a tree.
Yeah.
And then I was just like,
yeah.
I was just like, whatever. I'm going back to sleep.
Yeah. We got them down here. I mean, you think you're in the desert Southwest sometimes. You can hear them for sure. It's crazy.
Yeah,
I got them here too.
That's for you, Krista.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, I like this. Nice. Well
That's
played,
for you,
McElroy.
Yep. Oh, the only time McElroy ever locks his camper is when I'm not with my wife and he's camping with us. He's like, "Yep, time to
There
lock the
you
door."
go.
All right, let's blow this popsicle stand. Mr. Will Fly, where can we find you, sir?
You can find me on willflyppg.com or on YouTube. Just search for Will Fly. We did not do a shout out for whatever it's worth.
Oh, snap.
Missed it.
Yeah. So I can do that real quick if you like.
Yeah, let's do it. Everything you do is quick. Let's go.
Yeah, all right. That's not what I Okay, so we got Kramer in the house. Daniel Roush. I got it, Krista. Mr. Dana 54, Angela Preslick, Scuba, Steve, Munchkin, Tony Marzano, Mark McElroy, Pleasant Dreams Dude, Paramount USA. Oh, she has a show on Thursday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, called Lundy's Treehouse. Check it out. John Wayne's in the house. Nick J. Greg Laney, the other Nick, Andy Busby. I thought I was going to see you this weekend. Must have not worked out. David Wolf is in the house. And last but not least, Daddy Dutch Barbecue.
Woo! Love Daddy Dutch. Hey, kid.
There you go. Back to you, Shane.
All right, Mr. Paralife, where can we meet or where can we find you, sir?
Paralife PPG for all your paramotor parts and needs, or justsebikes.com.
Okay, so all your paramotor needs and wants. Do you have any clutches in stock?
I have one on the way since I donated one that I thought I could get. So I have one now. That was hilarious.
Larry, this is what we do to each other. He just told me he couldn't find one to save his life and that he had to order one for himself and got one ordered. So now I'm throwing him under the bus. Mr. Larry, where can we find you? Where can we find you online or
for right now, Seven Oaks Flight Park on Facebook. I will continue to post updates, things that are happening, photos. I've got some drone footage that I need to put out and some video stuff I've done here. More things will be happening here to clear more area for the spring fly-in, for next year's fly-in, for any future fly-ins. So just check it out on Facebook. You'll see me throw things out there. And absolutely excited that this was such a hit and such a success. And hope to see a lot of people back, have more fun.
Well, you guys can find me here on Tuesday nights on Never Trust a Skinny Chef Shane on YouTube. You can find me on TikTok at PPG Shane. And you can find me working on this stupid fucking, I'm sorry, fireplace. I thought, I'm sorry,
guys. Boom, just like that.
Language.
The fireplace got me. So I listen. I trimmed this all out. Didn't like it. Took it apart. Broke a bunch of stuff. Now I have to do 3 times as much work, and I'm so aggravated with it. But it looks pretty. I mean,
Oh, that was
so
nice.
pretty.
Yeah. Who did it?
Yeah. Why?
Who did it?
Hold on.
Yourself.
Why is my fireplace bigger than my TV?
You're getting a new TV.
Oh, yeah. I'm getting a bigger TV. Oh, yeah. All right, guys. We're out of here. Thank you very much. And we will see you guys next. What?
Tell Larry did a great job.
Oh, Larry, you did great. Why don't you tell Larry he did a
I
great job?
wasn't there.
Well, he doesn't care. Larry, my wife wants to tell you something.
You did a
Yes,
great
Kristen.
job on clearing out your field and everything and making it awesome. For
Joni did all the work.
Oh,
She did a
sorry.
lot of the work. She did a
Yeah.
ton of the work.
I'm sorry. You and Joni did an amazing
Yes.
job
Yes,
to make a great fly-in. So
she's awesome.
It
She's
turned
awesome.
out great.
Thanks, everybody.
Krista, the most important thing for the whole entire night.
I've got a lot to say, can't hold it in this time. Got no filter, I got no filter. 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 No filter, I got no filter.
Y'all want to ride some of the coolest bikes around? Just Us e-bikes. Check out these cool, fast beach cruisers. We've got many styles, colors, sizes, men's, women's, you name it, we got it. The best looking bikes around. Check us out, justusebikes.com.